welcome to another one. Today we are on episode number 5, and today we're going to be starting with something new. We're going to be taking input from the user. So, without a waste of time, we're going to go ahead and straight to it. As we always do it, we're going to open an application, whichever end. We have to select Java with and Java application. Then we're going to name this as user input. And that's what we're going to be dealing with. That is what we're going to be dealing with today. We're going to be dealing with user inputs. And today I'm showing a little bit of my face at the top right corner. And just hit me with the share, like, subscribe, and comment. Give us ideas on what we can do. So, okay, the first things first, I'm going to deal with the declarations. In episode number 4, I've looked into how you can actually declare variables. And today, I'm going to be writing one of the declarations, which is the variable. So today, I'm going to be taking in a string, which is a name. I'm going to be taking in an int, which is an age. And I'm also going to be taking in, let me just keep it here, multiple declaration that shares the same data type, which is my name, and then I'm going to write the course that I'm doing here. So I'm just going to do a simple input, just going to prompt, I'm going to prompt user input. So input. So the way you do it in Java programming is that in order for you to take in user input, you need to use a class, which is a predefined class that is called scanner. So I'm going to call it scan, and then you equate it to a new, you call the name of the class, which is scanner. Inside here, you give it a method, which is system.in. That is what we are trying to get from the user, which is the input. And then you need to import it up here from the Java, the util, that scanner class. That is where it's found from the package Java, the util. And then now I'm going to prompt the user for input here. Then now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a system.out.println line where I'm going to ask the user to please enter your name. I'm going to say, please enter your name. Then I want it to appear in the same line. Remember, even in the previous episode, I've explained in episode number 3 how you can use print and use print line. So since I want this to appear in the same line, I'm going to use print. Then after this, I'm then going to take in the name from the user. Then I'm going to say scan dot next. So you write next line whenever you are inputting a string. And then now I'm going to say system.out.println. And then I'm going to say, please enter your age. So I also want it to appear on the same line. I'm going to remove the print. Then after this, I'm going to take in the age. And then age should be assigned to sc.next scan. .next. In this case, we are no longer taking in a string. We're going to say .next int. So if you're taking in a double, you're going to do it so on, so on. So scan .next double. If you're taking in a double, if you're taking in a boolean, a float, and so on. So as I've explained all the different types of variables, it's in episode number 4. If you haven't watched it, you can quickly go and watch it before you watch this lesson in this episode. But now, there is the problem. Whenever you are dealing with the scanner, there is a problem that appears most of the time. Let's say here, I wanted to take in the course afterwards. Yeah, and to say system.out, the print line will say, please enter the course you are studying. You are studying. Then I also want it to appear in the same line. I'm going to remove the ln after print. Then here I'm going to say course. And then I say this is equivalent to scan. It's assigned to scan.next line. So this is a string. So now here is a problem that is going to appear, arise here, or the issue that is going to arise. So now the problem or the issue that's going to arise is that now, whenever you're using a scanner, you use the same scanner for non-numeric values or variables, and you use a numeric and use a non-numeric, it's only going to be able to enter both of this. It's going to fail to enter the last one. So let's just save this and run it, and let me show you what is going to occur. Now, my name is Khodiso. My age is 22. And that is the problem that I was talking about. It's skipping the last one. Automatically, it goes to the next one. This is because you must have scanners that is used for non-numeric values. So I must have a scanner that is going to deal with your name and the course, because the string, the data type is non-numeric, as I've also explained in the previous episode, which was episode number 4. Then age is numeric, so we must get a specific scanner that is going to deal with that. So here, to solve this issue, I can say scanner input, and then I assign this to new scanner system input. There we go. So I'm going to change the second scanner. This one, I'm going to use the one for numerics. Then here I'm going to say input. So the issue should be solved now. So if I get here, it's going to ask me to enter my name, Khadiso. Please enter your age, 22, and there is the course that I'm studying. Now the course is appearing. Now I was studying in IT or information technology. So let me write it in full. Studied a diploma in information technology. So if I do this, remove the empty space, then the code has been built successfully. So since we have already dealt with outputs so far, then let us display everything after when we've got the user's input. Now we want to display. So the only trick that you should always look out for, that I'm going to tell you, is that always look out for this. Whenever you are dealing with non-numeric values, always use one scanner class for your non-numeric data type values, and always use another scanner for your numeric value types. And then now that we want to display everything, and then what we're going to do, we're going to say system.out. You're going to say the name received is, then we're going to concat. As I've also mentioned this previously, and then I'm going to put in the name. So for now, I'm going to display the most difficult way, but in the next coming episodes, I'm going to be introducing you to how you can manipulate the string and using concatenation and all of those kind of stuff in context, in full context. And then now the course received is, then yeah, I'm going to write course. And then down there, I'm going to say system.out the print line. I'm going to say the age received is, I've done this in the previous course as a build-up. So now I've declared my variables, but firstly, I've done the scanner. So this process that I'm doing here, it's what we call class instantiation. What is class instantiation? Class instantiation is just the process of you creating objects for a class. So the name of the class is scanner. I've created an object which is called an object class. The reason why we're saying that Java programming language is an object-oriented programming language is because it is a language that involves you creating objects for your classes in order for you to use the dot method for you to be able to access the methods which are used in that specific or particular class. So now in this case, I've used the dot class, and as soon as you write the name of the object, which is scan dot, you can get the method of which is associated to that scanner class. And the method that you can use is next line for whenever you are dealing with your strings. You can use next int whenever you are dealing with your integers. You can use next double if you're dealing with doubles, next float, and so on and so on. So now, this should be able to do everything. We should be able to give in our names, but let me just make sure that everything is shown properly here. Let me just stop this from running. Yes, come back here. Then now, before that, I want to put in an empty line, new line, so that we have a space and it's neatly displayed. So, and then my 22 diploma in information technology. Then there we go. The name received is Khodiso. That's the one I've entered. The course received is diploma in information technology, and the age is 22. And there you have it. This is just a simple episode, which is just dealing with how you can create interactive programs, which is going to get input from the user, and then it's going to use that data that has been given from the user, store it inside a variable, and later on display those variables. In the next episode, I'm going to be demonstrating the very same thing, but I'm going to be using the J option pane class. Cheers. Till the next one.